here. Back it up for me. Straight back. No more. That's good. Right there, perfect. Hey everyone, Shaver 1000 here. You can see we got the trailer out here. We're kind of in a different spot, but we're at a campground we've been to many times, which is it's Potts Reserve, but it's Oak Hammock. We usually go way back in there, but our campsite that we usually get, it's just got a bunch of trash, and someone left a air mattress laying on the picnic table. And I was like, let's go try over here. We've never camped in this section, so so we looked at that one over there. That was a nice little spot, but I decided to come through here and come here. This is a nice little area. As you can see, Monkey's not here. She had to go back to the house because the key for that thing is on the other car keys. And we had the black car keys with us, but not the gold car keys. So the key for that, she had to run back to go get the keys. So, and I'm running out of daylight. But anyway, nice little setup here. We can't have a fire. We have a fire ban, but that's okay. We are allowed to use grills. So this is what I'm going to be making tomorrow night's dinner on. For tonight's dinner, I just got some leftovers. I brought some mashed potatoes, some gravy, and a turkey. And I also got some snacks for later, like I brought some vegetables. I cut up some vegetables, some cucumber, onion, and red pepper. And I brought me some vinegar, so that's what I'm gonna have tonight. But so she looked, she wanted to turn around. I was like, no, I ain't to. I want to get out there. And so I got out here, and she said, well, you're just gonna be sitting there. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. But we got some sun here. I can use the solar panels. Why is this thing? There we go. Sorry about that. Overexposed the whole time. So, got some sun here. We can put the solar panels out. We're building a big building up there. There used to be a slab, but they're building a big building. I don't know what it's going to be. It's awful big to be a pavilion. Because I was going to set up there on that slab. Used to be a concrete slab over there. But, so I was like, okay, cool. So, and we are in the shade because it's still going to get hot during the day. But we're in the shade in the evening, so that's cool. So, yeah. As soon as she gets back, I'll get this leveled and we'll get it set up. She's gonna help me set up. And I'm doing a solo tonight. She's gonna be with me tomorrow. So yeah, there's something pretty cool over here at this other picnic table. Let's take a walk over here and find out. Or, well, I know what it is, but yeah, I drove the truck right through here, pulled the trailer. Monkey's like, you can't get through there. Well, I can get through there. I can pull a semi through there. Well, maybe you can, but I can't. That's why I'll pull it through there. You're not going to make it because of this barrel. Right through there, around there, and back her right up. It's like a hatchet thing. But I'm gonna keep that. I can build something out of it. A digging hoe or something. I'll put a handle on it. Cool. Okay, guys. So, anyway, when she gets back, I'll get this leveled up and get it set up. And we'll start our camping trip. It's gonna be dark soon. Okay, guys, it is Christmas time. I forgot to put the awning out, but we may not need it because there's so much shade here. We're only going to use that if it rains. We can pull it out. But so, since it's Christmas time, now once it gets clear dark, I'll bring you back out here and I'll show you another view of it. Okay, guys, I'm all set up. Sorry, I forgot to show you setting up. I just totally forgot to film that. But anyway, we're going to put this in here because we're going to maybe run some heat tonight. If not tonight, probably tomorrow night when Monkey's here. So, this is first alert. We got these. We got a bunch of these. I don't know, 4 or 5 of them in a mystery box. So, it is electric, but it's battery backup. Alright, now that in there. Now let's test it. Cool. Alright. Now I'm going to plug this in. And we should be good to go. Now, I'll just put this in here for now. Alright. But I'm all set up. Get something to eat here in a little bit. I don't even know what time it is. 6 o'clock. Let's see, I made 2 boxes of stuffing yesterday. And we ended up eating the rest of it last night. So, Monkey bought me another box today. So we're going to make the stuffing. And like I said, I just brought potatoes, gravy, and a piece of turkey, which I may not eat. I may save that for like later snack. So I'll get you set up here, and we'll I'm gonna make sure the stove lights, and we'll go ahead and I'll get a pan out and stuff, and we'll go ahead and make some turkey or some stuffing. Okay, guys, already got a 1.5 cups of water in here. This is for this, and we have to. I meant to have all this ready and I forgot. I'm going to take a 1/2 stick of butter here and put in it. And then we'll use some of the butter to do the potatoes. Let's see. About half. Sounds like we got neighbors coming in Friday night, you know. People like to go camping on Friday nights. That's cool. We'll me just set this back here. We're going to go ahead and, let me see. I don't have enough pans. That's alright. This I flavored with with the noodle broth. I made homemade noodles. I didn't bring any out this time. Like I said, I'm probably not going to eat that that turkey wing. All right. Now, okay, let's go ahead and light that up. Turn it down a little bit. So like that. Then we'll go ahead and light this one up. Easy, just bring it to a boil. Then dump this in. And then pretty much it. Stir it in. Wait 5 minutes. Fluff it with a fork and it's done. So I used to eat this stuff all the time just to eat it, like for lunch or something. Okay guys, and I will be back with you in just a minute. I don't know why I set that down in that stove or sink. Okay, set this down on the sink. And this. Then the potatoes, I'll just I'll find something. I'll find a bowl or something to put one of these in, maybe the gravy, whatever, and then I'll and then we'll heat up the potatoes. But let's get this made first. Okay guys, it's boiling, so we're going to go ahead and mix this in here and take it off the heat. We're just going to stir it up. Ah, jeez, forgot to turn my phone down. But I keep it turned up, you know, in case Monkey needs something. I mean, I can't go in if she does, but I mean, if there's an emergency, she can get a hold of me. Alright, now we're going to leave it set for 5 minutes. And then, this is, I had this on a low heat, so yeah, it's not going to take long. I got a bowl over here to put my gravy in. Then we'll put my potatoes in here because it doesn't matter. I'm going to put gravy on my potatoes anyway. So, oh yeah, it's getting hot. I should actually be using this one so I'm not reaching so far back, right? If I really had to, I could use a microwave, but I don't think I'm going to need to because we are camping. But Monkey's got some, I think she put it out here. I think she might know, she didn't, she just got it. But she'll probably bring it out, like 3 bags of popcorn for the microwave. Her Bruno likes to eat popcorn at nights and snacks, so when she brings it, I mean, we'll use a microwave for that. But okay, so let's go ahead and put some of this this butter in here. Start out with 2 tablespoons, and we'll get the butter melted, and then we'll put some of these potatoes in. Don't want to burn the butter. Like I said, brought some vegetables. I seen Monkey. She always does this. She always makes sure I have enough to eat. There's a big bag of Doritos in there. And I see some of them cakes. I'll show you. There's a bag of Doritos. Some of these, she knows I like these. It's about the only cake I'll eat. And it's only once in a while, so bless her heart, she always makes sure I have something to eat, you know. I'm like, I'm fine. No, you gotta have more than that. Okay, that butter is almost melted, so alright, I think that'll be enough. Like I said, I've got plenty to eat, so. More butter. There we go. Alright guys, now as soon as this gets heated through, I don't have the table up because I sleep on this bed over here, and I don't have it made up yet. I'll make it up here in a little bit. So I don't have the table up because I sleep there and watch some TV. So I'll kick you guys back on when I'm getting ready to eat. Okay guys, so there's my food. It's gonna be good. I didn't add any seasoning. I've got some here, but like I said, the potatoes are already seasoned. Because they're homemade mashed potatoes. The gravy's out of a jar, but I did season it. I did kind of add some of my noodle broth in with it. And then of course, you know, you got your stuffing, which is so easy, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe at tops. So, alright, I'm gonna eat my supper here, and I got my bedroll out. That's all I'm gonna need. She's got a sheet up there, but it's a fitted sheet and it's king size, but it's fitted, so I can't get it to hang up there. I wanted to see, you know, I did bring a thermometer. It's up there. I wanted to see how well that little, that little buddy heater would work in here, but I'll get an idea, I think, unless I can figure out a way to hang that. But she's going to be using that tomorrow anyway, because she sleeps up in the king bed. I sleep down here because, like I said, I get out of bed a lot, and I go outside a lot and just, you know, walk around, look around and stuff like that. You know, just check on the perimeter and things. And so, alright guys, I'll be back with you when I'm done eating. I think I'm going to kick the TV on and get it paired up with my phone. I did get some movies. I put some movies on my phone, so but I'll kick you guys back on here shortly, so stick around.
Papa, you haven't touched a morsel. I'll have to take this suit in. Eat.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas.
Whoever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat. Eat.
I'm eating.
Now, don't any of you worry your heads about Santa. Mrs. Claus will have him plenty fattened up by Christmas.
Yay!
It's always the same story.
Okay guys, I got the little buddy heater on, and got this thermometer in here. Let's see what it's reading. Here we go. Reading about 76. Yeah, about 76. I got one out here. Oh, it's chilly out here. Let's see what this is reading. It's reading about 39, maybe 40. No, it's about 39. All right, guys. So, let's take a little walk over here. That was the neighbor that came in a little bit ago. I did bring my, shoot, hang on. I did bring playing loud music. I did bring my like bats. My damn it, trail camera. So I'm thinking some night, maybe this coming spring, ride our bike out here, or my bike, e-bike out here, and go camp out right in here with the hammock. Real bright over in there. There's some campers over there. It's real bright back in there. But yeah, I mean, some nice trees I can tie my hammock up to, like right there. Cut them vines away. Them vines kill the trees anyway. That tree there and this tree here. Kind of a clear sky. There's the moon. About a half a moon, it looks like. Yeah, it's nice in there. And then I wouldn't have to get a gate code or anything. I just ride my bike out here and come back in here and set up camp this spring. Yeah. Whoa, I tripped. Plane up there. I should put my tripod. I should try to get some time lapse. I'm going to do that. I'm going to set up a time lapse camera. Here, I'll show you what this. I got it on. I got the lights on a different mode. There it is. Cool, huh? Alright, I'm going to go get my camera and I'm going to set it out here and see if I can time lapse that moon. Okay guys, here we go. It's 47 degrees. Feels like 56, supposed to get down to 42 tonight. So, cool. And it's like 78 in here or something like that. Let's check again. There we go. Yeah, about 76. So that's cool. Alright guys. I'll be back with you in just a minute. What time is it? 8:24. Cool. Okay guys, I got my vegetables here. I got some vinegar on them. I think I'm going to roust out some salt. And I'm going to eat that while I'm enjoying another one of my favorite movies. The Waltons. The Homecoming. This is a good movie. I remember watching this when I was a little tiny kid with my parents. Okay guys, so
I got it pretty warm in here. I also got, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I got just one burner on there. It's pretty toasty in here, and it is, let's see what the temperature is. I'm watching the Grinch. Let's see. It is 47 degrees. I got it mirroring off my phone. Oh, no, it ain't. It took a second, but it's 42 degrees. And feels like 39. Supposed to get down to 40. Let's see what is, what's this saying? About 75. I just came in, I set up time lapse, I had to do it again, but so I just came in from outside. So, pretty good. I did change that one tank over. I don't know how full it was. It looks like this one's starting. I don't know, we'll see. But I did bring a thing to fill those little tanks up, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna eat this snack now. And I was eating some of these, my vegetables, but I'm letting them soak in the vinegar. The vinegar tastes weak, I don't know. It tastes really weak, almost like watered down. So, yeah. Alright guys, if I run out of tank rat, I'm not going to fill up anymore tonight. I'll just leave that one burner on. Maybe turn on another one if I have to, but I think I should be alright. So, alright, I'll be back with you before I go to sleep. Alright guys, so I tried an experiment. I got that burner on there and that burner on there, and I got a little fan blowing on very low. It's getting warm in here. I turned that off a little while ago. So let's see what we got. Holy crap. That is, can you see that? Almost 90 degrees. It's like 86 degrees in here. So, alright, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm watching my movie, A Christmas Story, and I'll kick you guys back on if anything happens or I think of anything. If not, I'll catch you guys in the morning. So, good night everyone. I'll see you in the AM. Good morning everyone. It's about 9:30. I've been up for a couple hours just messing around. Went outside, walked around a little bit. Ended up, I turned the stove clear off for a few hours. It got hot in here. It was almost 90. And then I turned one burner back on. You can see it there. About 6:30 this morning, so I'm getting ready to shut that burner off. It's starting to get warmed up in here, and the sun's out, but it's over there behind you. So yeah, my phone's off. So I was telling Monkey yesterday, I said my phone will probably get shut off tonight or tomorrow, and it got shut off around midnight. Because to pay my bill, I got to go to the app, and the app, every time I go into the app, I got to change my password. It won't let me back in. So I'd go in, dick around, go through the rigmarole, and you know, to change my password, and they, you know, send you that confirmation email, and you got to click on that link to go change your password. You change your password, and then next month it don't work again. So I just usually let them shut it off. Last month I totally forgot about it. It was off for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. But so, and then it's a $5 reconnection fee. That way I can just like call Monkey's number, and it'll tell me, you know, I need to pay my bill, and then I can pay it that way. Monkey says, that's $5 a month. I said, I'm paying for convenience, you know, because it just, you know, half an hour just to try to get in to pay my bill. You know, I don't know. I've called them. They don't know why it does that. It just never lets me in. And it's not my phone, because it did it with my other phone too, so. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to make sure everything's charged for tonight, for when Monkey comes out. I tried to do a time lapse last night. I got like 1.5 seconds. I don't know how many hours it time lapsed, but it time lapsed for a good while. But I only got like 1.5 seconds. So I'm testing it right now. I changed a couple settings. I'm testing it right now to see if I can get, you know, longer than 1.5 seconds of video. So, and if that works tonight, I'll put it in. You will have seen it. But then I'm gonna make some jalapeno poppers for Monkey tonight on the grill. So we do have a fire ban, but we're allowed to use barbecue grills. So I'm gonna make those for her. So I'll bring you along with me on some of that. But I'll kick you guys back on a little bit if I start doing something, or if I think of something. So stick around, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to go up through this little path here where we walked last night. We're going to set up the trail cam. I'm not going to put any food out because, you know, bears, they don't hibernate down here. So, but a lot of guys doing some on the intro. If you've seen on the intro, you see a guy on a bicycle pass us up. He had a shotgun with him. He unloaded down there at the gate. They're doing some, my neighbors are there. I just went and talked to them this morning and had a beer with them. They, well, you know, gotta be sociable, right? They just left. They're going to go out and do some things, and then they're going to go hunting this evening. They got a boat, and it was putting all this stuff on it to camouflage themselves. And but yeah, they're doing some duck hunting. It's nice back in here. I could hide really nicely back in here with my bike and hammock. I'm trying to find a game trail. It's hard to tell if there's a game trail or a people trail. I heard a bunch of shooting this morning, so I don't know if anybody got anything. They went out this morning. They shot a couple, but they didn't get anything. So, well, they shot a couple times, but they didn't get anything. Let me see. Camper's right over there. We just kind of went in a little circle. It's about 100 yards over that way. I don't know. I'd like to get some hogs on video, but there's the camper right through there. So I heard some stuff walking around last night and this morning over in here. I know it wasn't people.
I guess what we can do, like I said, I don't really see a game trail through here. But probably we'll set it up on this tree here. Tree straight ahead right there. Let me set you up here on the stand. We'll see if we can get anything on camera tonight. Not sure which way I should face it, but I think yeah, we'll see how that does. And if we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't. But there it is. So let's see. Well, let's just go back to camper. Yeah, the boys were telling me they got cold last night because it got down to like 37. According to my thermometer outside, it got down to 37 earlier this morning, about 2 or 3, I think it was. Before I went to bed, I went out and checked it. Like I said, I got hot. It got almost 90 in that camper with one burner on the stove, and I turned it off for a few hours. But they're intense. But yeah, they got cold. Yeah, they just left. Alright guys, I'm gonna have me a drink of pop here and check my time lapse, and it's right there, and make sure it's working well. It's been running for about 45 minutes. So too windy, I'm not gonna build a fire because there's a fire ban. But anyway, that rug, we got it drying out. It was wet. It was on the floor. She said it's wet. I thought probably from the air conditioner, because last time I had this up, I had the air conditioner going. But I got to thinking, I think it was when I flipped because our sink, you know, flips down. I think that's where the water came from. I got this little thing charging up on solar because I use it to plug into my action camera for the time lapse. But yeah, it's beautiful. Windy, but it's nice out. It's a really nice day out. So yeah. All right guys, I'll be back with you in a minute. I may just throw her video and mine together. I don't know. We'll just see how much stuff, because I don't want to run it too long. But so all right guys, I'll be back. Okay guys, Monkey's leaving. She came out to see if I needed anything and see if I wanted to come in the house for a little bit. I was like, no, I don't want to come in. So she hung out for a little bit, she's gonna go back in and bring stuff out for me to make supper. So then she'll go back, get her mom taken care of, because that way I'm not cooking in the dark. But so she's got to bring out another TV. We bought a new TV for the garage because we took the one in the garage out of there and put in here. And we just started watching. She was going to take a nap. So I started watching a show, and TV just stopped. It just quit working. It's an old TV. It was her mom and dad's. So we've had it now 5 or 6 years, and we've had it in tents and in the camper and outside, and so it's been a good old TV. So she's gonna bring the TV out of the garage. Now we gotta buy another damn TV. There's one in the garage. It's mostly, and it's on 24/7 when it's in the garage, because I use it for monitor for the security cameras. I mean, sometimes, you know, if I'm out there working or something, I'll put some YouTube music on or whatever, put some YouTube videos on. But so it's on 24/7. So it was just like you shut it off and that was it. It was just like you hit the power button, but it would not come on, so she got to bring another TV out. So this don't run too long because I think she wants to go on a night walk tonight. So this video don't run too long. I'm going to go ahead and call this video here. And for my solo, I want to say thanks for watching. Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, the Legend. I'm gone for now. I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be the one right after this when I'm camping with Monkey out here. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Hopefully you guys' weekend is going well. It is now Saturday, so yeah, so it's not supposed to get as cold tonight, but last night, I think it was 2:30, 3 o'clock, I came out, and it was reading 37, I think it was, on that thermometer I got over there. I think it was 37 degrees is what it was reading. So yeah, alright. Yeah, and it was ended up being almost 90 in there. Like I said, I shut everything off for a few hours. I turned one burner on the stove this morning just to, you know, kind of take the chill off. So, alright guys, well, I'll see you later. Bye bye everyone, take care, be safe, enjoy yourselves. We'll see you soon.